He currently serves on the board of Epirus, a defense and commercial-focused tech company. Secretary Esper, it is good to have you on a day like today. How unusual is it to see something such as this? Because this incident involves a U.S. craft. It involves a Russian fighter. We're just over a year into this war in Ukraine. Is there a real risk of escalation here?
So Russian behavior like this in terms of unprofessional and unsafe flying is not unusual. During my tenure, we dealt with this in the Black Sea, whether it was with regard to our aircraft or our ships. But what is unprecedented here is that they would actually bump into, it appears, this MQ-9 Reaper and knock it down out of the sky, which tells me that they were flying dangerously close. And I suspect it was an accident committed by the pilot, poor piloting. But nonetheless, it stirs things up, right? It risks escalating things unnecessarily. But I think more facts will come out in the next 24 hours or so.
Yeah, and certainly we have U.S. officials, John Kirby at the National Security Council, for example, a spokesperson there, holding a press briefing earlier. The DOD putting out statements in light of what we've seen happen today. What are the next steps? How does the U.S. ensure this doesn't become an escalatory scenario between essentially two nuclear powers on the world stage?
Right. I suspect that DOD officials at every level, from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff on down, maybe even the Secretary of Defense, are reaching out to their counterparts to understand what happened. And the Russian explanation will have a bearing in terms of how we respond, but also messaging to the Russians that this behavior is unwarranted, it's unsafe, and it could lead to things that nobody wants to get involved in, some type of escalation or further confrontation. And I suspect the State Department is sending similar messages. So, again, what the Russian explanation is, how they react to it will have a big bearing in terms of how we respond. But, look, we need to be very clear with the Russians, both privately and publicly, that we're not going to tolerate this unsafe behavior, because all it does is put us into situations that create friction unnecessarily.
Okay, so this is happening near the conflict in Ukraine. What are the chances that this is Russia's attempt to say, don't send more weapons over there than you have already? You don't escalate because, hey, things can happen.
I don't think it's related to that. You know, we've been flying and sailing in the international waters of the Black Sea for a long time. Again, things like this happened during my tenure, not a knockdown, if you will. But what I suspect is the Russian pilots were getting too aggressive and weren't acting properly, and they made a mistake. And the result was this MQ-9 being knocked down and eventually being brought down, if you will, by the Department of Defense into the waters of the Black Sea. So, again, I suspect there's been a lot of recalibration on the Russian side, but we'll wait to find out in the next 24 hours what both sides are saying. But, again, I do think we need to assert our right to fly and operate in international airspace and international waters without this type of bad behavior happening.